y'all, Natalie here today, and I am going to use this week's Becky Flex sketch to create a page in my 6x8 vacation album. So I'm using this All Good Things paper pad. It's a 7x10 paper pad by Vicki Boutin, and I'm going to cut it down to fit my 6x8 page. And so I'm going to use those two pictures from the garden that we visited on our Charleston vacation. And I just kind of organically chose those papers because it just matched, like green and black, and the photos had a lot of green and black in them. So it was a pretty easy way to decide. In the sketch, there's a large area of lighter colored paper. And so I decided I'm going to do that black butterfly background. And then I chose this paper because it had a big section of light colored paper, and I want to keep most of the pink coral colored flower there at the bottom as a contrast. So I'm just kind of eyeballing this, nothing scientific, not even really measuring, and making sure it fits properly on the background paper as a mat, and cutting it down. And next I'm going to grab a coordinating paper from the same pad, this green one, and I'm going to cut a rectangle to be behind the photo like the sketch, and I end up fishtailing it at the bottom like a tag. And so then there's a decorative piece that goes on that piece as well. So I decided to pull out one of my punches, and this is a really old one. I think it's a Martha Stewart, but I like the design a lot. And so I use, to try to bring the black from the background, I punch that out, and I'll place that strip right there behind the photos, just like in the sketch. And the sketch is a 12x12. It has, I think, 3 photos at least. Obviously, I had to edit it because mine 6x8 page isn't going to hold all those photos. So now I'm just kind of like looking at my setup, seeing how I want to do. I know I want to use the twine wrap that is in the sketch, which is funny because that's something that I added the last time I did the sketch. And then it ended up being in this week's sketch. But anyway, so I'm adhering down that decorative piece so that I can use the twine and wrap it around both pieces of paper. So I'm putting little slits to just hold the twine in place, and there I am wrapping it, and I'm going to tie a bow. I will link down below for the blog post and the gallery post for this challenge. I think you have until Wednesday to finish it, and we do these every week in a cherry on top online, and they've started posting it in the Facebook group as well. So it's super fun. Like I said before, I love doing sketches because the design is done for you, so you can focus on embellishing and making it your own. So there I was working with the bow a lot, and I really liked the way that looked. So I'm going to position it off to the side so you can continue to see some of that coral flower. And yeah, I really like it. And Vicki's papers are already kind of grungy and distressed, so I didn't feel the need to like ink up the sides or anything. I didn't even add splatter. What? Who am I? That wasn't straight enough for my liking, so I'm altering it a little bit. And then I'm gonna finish gluing down that decorative bit now that I have everything adhered down. And we're going to put the photos up, and then I'm going to grab the new collection from Vicki Boutin is Let's Wander, and this one is Wildflower and Honey. It's the last collection, but I love it because they all coordinate together. Isn't that awesome? So I just grabbed that from the cardstock sticker sheet or the chipboard sticker sheet, and it just fits so perfectly on the page, and it helped to bring out the pink, and so I'm going with the pink and coral color as kind of like my embellishings. So I grabbed these small, I think that's from Wildflower and Honey. I don't know. I get all of the collections confused, but like I said, they all coordinate well together. So I grabbed these black and gold letters, and I want it to say Secret Garden. That was like one of my favorite books and one of my favorite movies growing up, and going to this plantation home in Charleston. It was so reminiscent of the Secret Garden. I loved it. It was beautiful. And so now, I had to glue down all the letters, but I won't make you watch all that. And start to finish, this page took me less than 25 minutes. So if you aren't quick about scrapping, I suggest starting in like a 6x8 album because it's contained and it's not a big empty page. And so it comes together really quick. So I just went for that big pink flower because I wanted to include the pink. And then there was a little block that said, "Hey, honey." And so since it was like a female statue, I decided to add that in. It brings into a visual triangle, and it also just was kind of funny. So that's it. That's all. So I hope you guys liked this. It came together super quick. Like I said, I'll link all of the challenges and blogs that you need to see down below, and come play along with us at A Cherry on Top. Bye, y'all.